But when
Agreed.
you categorize me as a MAGA colonel, that's just not true. And whether you want it to be true or not, I'm going to defend myself. But that's between you and me.
You're not a victim.
That's a
You're
personal
not a victim.
beef.
You're not a victim.
No,
You get an
that's why I'm on here
unparalleled,
today.
unprecedented platform on my show all the time. You're the only person who gets it.
Let's not
Look,
let's
but
not
you're not the
denigrate
same with Leland as you are with me. Let me tell you something. If I were you, you would never have me on the way I have you on. If I talk to you the way you talk to me, I would have never been a repeat guy. Roger Ailes would have called me, may he rest in peace, and said, you're never going on again.
You guys are arguing. You guys are arguing over who's going to have who on whose show and how the interviews will be conducted.
No, you're misunderstanding the point. The point is this:
the politicians aren't doing their job.
You should be what you say you matter. No, you're misunderstanding the point. The point is simple: be what you say matters. Okay. If you're going to take cheap shots and go with people who take cheap shots and smile and laugh along, then you are a cheap shot artist, a gutter snipe, some would say.
So that's Ossoff,
I don't
right?
think that's who you should be. I don't think Ossoff is a gutter snipe.
That's Ossoff, right?
And there's no way that Ossoff is a gutter snipe, and the president should tone down. He doesn't need to tone down. Does that sound like the same way of dealing with those two men? Please.
What do you want me to do?
You think that's the same as calling him a gutter snipe? Call him a gutter snipe.
Ossoff's direct assault on a woman that does a good job, Natalie Harp, has put her life into a terrible position. She's got to have security now.
Telling a reporter, shut up, piggy, doesn't hurt her? You don't think those women get threats? He does it all the time, and you say, I don't deal with that.
We're talking. Are we not talking about Natalie Harp or other women?
We're talking about how you treat women in politics and political rhetoric. We're talking about how you should treat women in political rhetoric.
I'm talking about Ossoff attacking Natalie
because you don't want to deal with the other ones.
That was the reason.
That's my point.
I don't have time to deal with the other ones. It's not a telethon.
Oh, boy. I do.
This is the story. And fine.
Look,
it's your responsibility.
Look, here's the story.
I have no beef.
Here's the story.
I have no beef with you attacking
it's not about
anybody.
Beef. It's not about beef.
If you have the facts to back it up.
It's not about
but
beef.
Calling
it's
me
not
a
about
MAGA
personal.
colonel,
it's not about animus.
That's bull.
Look, you bring their case on a regular basis. You can call me a Democrat, it's okay. You can laugh with the little MAGA crowd who take shots at me that they'd never take to my face. That's
laugh
okay.
at the little MAGA crowd. I don't know the MAGA crowd. Who's the little MAGA crowd?
Oh, you don't?
Who are they?
You don't.
I
Do
feel
they
like
follow me
it's
home?
a therapy session or something.
Who's the guy you go on the radio with? How would you describe that guy? He's like this big. He looks like a human big toe. Yeah, you're full.
Now we're talking about
here's
some
what
guys
I stuck up for you on that show.
Yo, please.
I stuck up for you.
Let me tell you.
Fellas.
Then let me tell you
I've been
something.
listening
Never
to you now
stick
for
up for
10
anybody
minutes.
ever again. Look, here's all I'm saying.
I can't figure out what you guys are arguing about.
I know you can't, but that's okay. People at home will. The thing I'm saying is this. Trump is getting a boost from this.
Leland!
Trump is getting a boost. Trump is getting a boost from this because we're not talking affordability. We're not talking what people are worried about, which, Leland, you do a brilliant job on your show all the time.
Neither party will talk affordability.
So this is a win for him. This is a win for him.
Cuomo, neither party talks about affordability. What do you want, wage price controls? Is that what you want?
That's not true.
Oh, that's not true.
Okay, so you have
what's the
Democrats
Democratic plan
talking about what has to change
to inject
all
affordability?
the time. Well, you don't inject affordability.
What's the Democratic plan?
What you have removed the tariffs, okay? You have structural changes on how you treat small businesses and create some kind. Yeah, you give big businesses a tax preference.
Isn't that Congress's job?
Well, they're running for seats in Congress. That's what the midterms are about, right? The midterms are about Congress, right? So they're saying.
But I don't know what they want to do.
Well, maybe you should ask them and not talk over them when they're trying to answer your question. Well,
either side, I don't know what they want to do.
I do. And by the way, I know what people on the right would want to do, too, if they didn't have to worry about offending the president. They say they want the tariffs off all the time. They say they want to get out of the Middle East all the time, and they want to give some price protection for inputs to small businesses. so that they're not getting killed. Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.